Okay, so this is me and I'm going to record my collection for my records. So that is my album, and this is the first page. So the first page obviously has the Synthedocs. Here is a white Syndoc that I bought from Deepak. Here is a copy of the blue Syndoc. I'm missing the red Syndoc, but here is a copy of the 9.5 Arches. So this page, I spent $6,500 on buying these 3 stamps, and the 3 in today's value should be worth at least $8,000 to $9,000. The white Syndoc usually sells for a average price of around $2,000, and this has wide margins, so this is a good copy. There's a certificate that comes with it. The blue Syndoc is a really beautiful copy with very nice embossing and very bright colors. A copy which was very poor and not up to the mark sold for $6,200 recently on eBay. It had some tears too, and I think in a recent auction one of the copies again sold for $6,000 or something close to that. Now this copy is extremely good, flawless, and I believe it should fetch you at least a minimum of $6,000 to $7,000. The 9.5 Arches here is a good copy but has close margins, but copies like these sell on eBay or in auction in the price range of $1,500. Okay, we now move to the second page. Now this page has a good range of lithographs: half Anna, 1 Anna, 2 Annas and 4 Annas. Let me show you the whole page as such. Now the blue lithographs, there's nothing extraordinary about them. They are good copies, some rare shades. I also spot a mint copy here, which again is nothing out of the world, but on an average these copies should fetch at least $20 to $25. The unused mint copy should get at least $100 to $150. The 1 Anna red are all good copies, and there are some with wide margins. Again, they should fetch $20 to $30 each. And there are 3 copies which are die 3, which is a rare die in 1 Anna. Here is one of them. It's recognized by the pointed bust. Sorry. And there are 2 more. Again, you see the pointed burst, and these third die copies are worth at least $50 each, I would say. There is also a pair, and a pair in today's market is worth anywhere close to $70 to $80. Okay, coming to my favorites, which are the 4 Anna lithographs. Now I have a bunch of them, and there are different dies in 4 Anna lithographs. I have here the first die. There are 2 copies here. One is the indigo and the other one is the blue, and they both have pretty good margins on all sides. In today's market they would easily sell for $300 to $400 each. Coming to second printing, again I have all the shades here. The margins are not so spectacular, but they are all cut square, and the stamp is touching the margin in most of the cases, but again in today's market each of them is worth at least $200 to $250, and that's because they don't have very wide margins. Coming to the third printing, SG21 is here. Again, not super margins, but the stamp is rare and would at least sell for $400 to $500. Here is SG21B with two, as I would like to show you, there are two. If you look at the hair, here you'll see that there are two small lines which distinguishes SG21. B, and that would sell for, I bought it for $100 just because of two things. One is that it's SG21B, and the second is that the head is displaced downwards, so that should fetch you at least $100. Coming to the common printing, which is the fourth printing, again I have 3 copies here. All 3 are in very good condition. 2 of them have full margins. They would again go for at least $300 each. And then coming to the gem of the collection, which are these 2 copies here, SG25 and 26. The stamp here is Beauty. Now both of these have certificates. One of them is SG25, this is SG26, and both of them has humongous margins on all 4 sides, which kind of distinguish them as 5th printing. I bought them at a cost of $750 each from Deepak, and they should, and minimum should sell for at least $800 to $900 each. The 2 Annas are all nothing special about them. They're all used copies and should fetch, I should say, $20 to $30 each. So, and then there are a few examples here too. I have some pair of 4 lithographs, and these all are coming from the normal 4 printing. So again, the pairs are quite rare, and the 2 pairs I have here, there are different shades, so which makes them even better. Now I bought the 1 pair on this side which has 4 margins on all sides, was bought for $1,300. The one here which has close margins on at least top and maybe a little bit on the bottom left stamp, this was bought for $900. Not a very good deal, but still I think these 2 in today's market, for this, at least this one should sell here for $1,500 at least, whereas this one could be around $900 to $1,000. And there is also a single here with all the 4 margins, and once again it's a 4th printing, so on an average it should sell for $300 to $400, somewhere in there. So that's my lithograph collection. And we now move to the Victoria Stamps Unwatermarked series. I'm trying to complete this collection of mint unwatermarked series, and I have a few of them here. Oh, before we go there, I have the 8 Anna on the bluish paper mint, and this is also a good stamp. Normally this is not in so good condition, but still makes a very good exhibition copy, and it can vary from anywhere to $200 to $300. Its catalog value, I believe, is somewhere around £700 or something. Okay, coming back to the unwatermarked series, I have the blue, brown, dull pink, yellow, grey black and black. Now their value depending on who wants them and how desperately he wants them can vary anywhere from, they usually sell close to catalog price in my opinion. The pink value here, which is a mint value, is very rare, and so is the yellow value. The grey black value is in mediocre condition but still makes a good copy, but the best copy of all is this black copy that I have here. The pink, the last I saw in catalog was close to £600 to £700. The yellow is also expensive, I think £400. But on an average, each of these copies should fetch at least $300 each on a good day. These are the used copies of the unwatermarked series. Nothing spectacular about them. There are some good cancellation, but as a complete set, they should fetch at least $100. Okay, Here is the unissued 2-Anna Green, which again is a very rare stamp, and I bought it from Deepak for $1,200. That was 2 years back. In today's market, they should sell somewhere close to $1,600 to $1,800. I have this rare plate flaw of 1-Anna Brown, 1 watermark series. Again, you see here on the left hand side, the design runs into the stamp. Just a moment. Here, see on the left hand margin on the bottom stamp, there is a cut on the margin, and that's a plate flaw. It's quite rare to see them in this particular series. Okay, moving on. Here are some later stamps from the unwatermarked series, and then comes the watermarked series. And there are some mints here. The average catalog value or the selling price is close to $15-20 each, I should say. Then comes some good copies of the 6-Anna tall postage stamps with both the overprints. There is a short kind of overprint and there is a tall overprint. All these 3 copies are exceptionally good and should fetch at least $50 to $60 on an average. Moving on to the 4-Anna Green, all the 3 dies unused together, they should sell for at least $100 as a complete set. Nothing special about these used stamps, just completing the collection here. Now coming to the other stamps here. Again, these 3 mint stamps here should at least sell for $20 each, minimum. Okay, here is the common series. I think it was, I don't remember, 1875 or something. This is a used set. There's a beautiful cancellation of Port Blair on the ₹1 stamp, and here is the mint version of the same series. The whole set, the mint set, should sell for $100 or something. Then comes a jewel of the collection, the 2 great errors of double overprints in this particular series. Here is the 1/2-Anna Green double overprint and the 2-Anna's blue double overprint. I recently bought them from the Spink auction and I paid close to $5,000 for both of them. On a good day, they should sell for at least that much or higher. I bought the blue for 1,900 pounds. One can convert that to dollar. And the green I paid 750 pounds. Now that is before I paid the buyer's premium. But these 2 are exceptionally good copies. No flaws, original gum, and no toning, no crease. Nice copies. Okay, moving on. Here are again some completion stamps, nothing extraordinary about them. The 3 here, the mint high value copies. The set should sell for at least $100 to $150, all 3 of them. Moving on, we have the used copies of the higher values, and then the other common stamps. And this here is a rare error of double overprint. As you can see, the double overprint in this case kind of overlap with each other, but I wish I could show that. If you look carefully, you will see the double overprint here. Out of focus. Let's try to bring that in focus. Focus. Okay, whatever it is, that is a double overprint. I paid $150 for that, but in a recent auction it sold for at least £270. So the selling price of this one should be at least $300 in my mind, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to the King Edward series. This is the used set of King Edward, all the way up to 25 rupees. The 25 rupee copy is a telegraphic cancel, I paid 280 bucks for that, I think 5 or 6 years back. This one is still going strong, and on any day it can sell for at least $350 to $400 on eBay. There you see.